What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. Of course, as you know, the OG map in Fortnite has returned, and there's going to be some couple iterations of it throughout these 4 weeks that we're going to spend on it. And as you might have noticed, there are some changes that they have made. Some may be on purpose, some may be related to the storyline. Of course, we know that Jane Jones is changing the past, maybe. We're not quite sure how that works, but maybe some of these changes are intentional. But here are all the changes that I and you guys have noticed are different from the original Chapter 1 map. Now, again, right before we get into this, if you want to support me, use code TBCAT, all one word, in the Fortnite item shop. If you want to support me, hashtag Epic Partner. You can use uppercase or lowercase, it doesn't matter. But yeah, without further ado, let's get into all the changes that Fortnite has actually made to the Chapter 1 map from its original state. So our first change over here is taking place at Tilted Towers. Now, a lot of people have noticed this. Instead of the old giant building here, we now have this No Sweat insurance building, which is a bit of an odd choice. I'm not sure why they took this choice, or why they made this choice, why they decided to put this here instead of the more classic building that a lot of people know Tilted Towers for. It's a bit of an odd decision, but yeah. Maybe it has some purpose behind it. I guess we'll find out. Now, our next change over here is taking place at Snobby Shores. Now, I'm not sure. I didn't plan the original map. I think it's this building in the middle. It's supposed to be an actually completely different building, a mansion here. So, as you can see, this building I'm kind of circling in the middle here. I believe that this is not the correct building. It's literally the exact same as this one right next to it. But I believe it's supposed to be some sort of mansion, actually, that is here, not this gray building that is the same as the one right next to it. So yeah, that kind of seems non-intentional, but I don't know. You tell me. Also, a quick honorable mention over here. Apparently, this tree up on top of this hill is indestructible. And it definitely did not used to be indestructible. I know that a lot of people have been mentioning this, so yeah, that's just a little honorable mention there. I got this one from Top 5 Gaming, so they pointed this out. So I just thought I'd mention this in case you didn't know that already. Now, another quite interesting change is taking place over here at Fatal Fields. Now, apparently, I think it's this one right here is supposed to be actually like a farmhouse and not another barn, because there's literally a barn right here. There are just two barns now right across from each other. Again, it seems like one of those things that was not intentional. It seems a bit odd to do that. And yeah, I'm not quite sure why this is here. This should definitely be a farmhouse right here. And what I think is one of the most odd changes takes place over here right near Paradise Palms here on these two hills. I believe there is normally a bridge or like an arch, I think, between these two hills right here. So like this little area up here and between this little abandoned shack right there, I believe there is supposed to be some sort of arch or structure there to hold these two together. I believe it is natural, so I believe it's like a type of arch. So yeah, I'm not quite sure. This one is like one of the most confusing out of all of them. They didn't even add a zip line, so I'm not quite sure why this isn't here. Okay, now for upcoming inconsistencies or changes. I have taken a look at the upcoming maps, so I guess spoiler, sort of, if you don't want to know what the upcoming versions of the map are going to look like throughout the next 3 weeks. But yeah, so click away now if you don't want to be spoiled about that. But apparently, according to the map, I looked at it, and this diner appears to be staying the exact same throughout all the stages. Now, this is a little bit odd, since during Season 7, this gets converted into the Little Whip restaurant. So I'm a little confused why this is still here in the other stages of the map. So yeah, this does not get changed unless Epic Games changes it last minute. Apparently, this is going to stay for the entire season, which is definitely inconsistent. And another upcoming inconsistent change, there will not be any, or according to the mini-map at least, that has been leaked for the upcoming 3 stages, there will not be any of those shacks or even underground bunkers in Wailing Woods that were previously added in Season 6, I believe. They will just be non-existent. And the reason I know that the bunkers won't be there is because I can't really show it here because the camera doesn't let me go under the map. But there's nothing under the map to support those bunkers being there. However, on the other hand, if we come over here and take a look at Loot Lake, we can see that the map is already prepared for there to be that swirling vortex under the lake, even if it's not live yet. And again, if we sweep over to Wailing Woods really quickly, which I don't believe should take too long, it's right over here, yes, we can see that there is nothing under the map to support those bunkers, except obviously the one that's already in-game over here. So yeah, it does not appear that any of those houses or bunkers are going to appear later in the season, which is quite odd. And the final upcoming inconsistency on this map is the fact that the Haunted Hills Castle that I believe appears in Season 6 is not going to exist on any of the versions of the map. So obviously you've got Haunted Hills down here, but according to the mini-maps, again, unless they change it last minute, there is not going to be that giant castle that appears on the top of this hill right here. So yeah, that's quite interesting why they've decided to make these changes. I'm not sure how many of these are intentional and how many are intentional, like I mentioned before. But yeah, if you guys notice any other changes, feel free to let me know. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.